Are you looking for a powerful and ERP integrated e-commerce platform? Then you're in the right place. Today, we're giving you a comprehensive overview of the Web Alliance e-commerce solution and how it can help you deepen your customer relations, simplify your operations, and grow your business online. Stick around to see it in action now.
So here you can see a very common homepage setup for many customers, something like a slider image and then some other information about products, information, brands, etc. Whatever you decide to put on your homepage, no doubt you're going to want to change that information to keep it up to date. Web Alliance includes a super easy to use way to manage information. In example, if I want to add a slideshow image, all I have to do is go here, pick the picture that I want to show, give it some sort of a name, decide if I want to start and stop it at a certain time or link it to a particular place. Many options I've got there, but ultimately, once I save this and decide that I want to show it, now I can come out to my homepage and voila, there it is. Very, very easy to do. We know that sometimes you want to make an entirely new section. So maybe when you started, this slideshow is what you want, but later on, you decided that you'd really like to have a video banner at the top. This is what we call our content section editor for your homepage. And essentially, I can decide what I want on my homepage, allowing me to have a ton of configurability to make this page my own. That way your site can uniquely represent who you are. And you can see here, we have replaced the banner in this example with a video banner. Now we know that you also are going to need to edit content, and that needs to be easy. So for instance, I've got a content page on my site, and if I want to make changes to that, it's as easy as going to the page editor and simply using our drag and drop content builder to say, I want to add some content to this page. And so now I've added a picture, or if I decide that I don't want that, I can easily remove it. Doing things like changing colors of a particular headline or any of that kind of stuff is also trivial. In addition, we've even included a code editor for those of you that do want to get into the power editing capabilities of the site, as well as a preview for that. Updating content and adding pages is simple and easy. Simply go to our page builder, tell it I want to create a new page, fill out the information, and just like that, you can add content pages to your website. Of course, searching is a big part of what your customers are going to do every day. And so you can see that we have taken great care to ensure not only that customers get matches that make sense when they do a search, but Web Alliance is specifically tailored to put the best match on the top. What that means is different people doing the same search get different results that are tailored for them. The Web Alliance platform is, of course, integrated into your ERP system, and so we know all kinds of things about that customer, which help us understand, even though all of these are valid answers for tape measure, this is the most likely result that the customer is looking for. Likewise, customers often are going to search for part numbers, and you'll see that the part number search in Web Alliance is very robust and makes it super easy for your customers to find what they're looking for. As you can see from this page, Web Alliance is going to be very focused on making sure your customers have pricing that is specific to them. Pricing, of course, is driven from your ERP system. It also shows inventory in real time from your ERP system. It's super easy to add an item to a cart. We're going to even suggest to them other things they might want. As you can see, we even have a request a quote module, which is really good for allowing customers to request a quote for special circumstances, extremely large orders, etc. You can also see that Web Alliance supports multiple pictures per product. In this case, we just have a couple, but you're welcome to have as many pictures as makes sense for the product that you're selling. You can even see a few other things here, such as the ability to do things like embed videos and have parts breakdowns on different pages. A parts breakdown very easily lets people see the components of a thing and order the individual pieces. Web Alliance supports multiple views that you can configure on a per category basis. In this case, we've set up our end mills to display the fractional size, coding, etc. All this information being much more readily at hand for your customer rather than having to browse through lots of things. Of course, they could then filter those results down to get the specific size of product that they want. Of course, you control the items that appear in the header, and so you can make this appropriate for the type of product that you're selling. Now I want to spend just a few moments showing you the shopping cart. This is all tailored toward helping your customers get the information that they need to make their online purchase process as quick and easy as possible. And so you're going to see information like real-time inventory on the cart presented here, as well as things like item notes that they can easily copy. This can be great for things such as your department level accounting numbers. You'll also see that right here, your customer can get quick access information about their last purchase of this product. And in this case, you can see that I've got some pending and some complete, and I can drill into that for details. This means that I, as a customer, have a much less likely time of reordering something that I've already ordered or that someone else in my company has ordered. As we continue on in the checkout process, you'll see that we have access to ship tos, which are information directly pulled from your ERP system. And then we have access to real-time shipping if you want to enable that kind of thing so that we know exactly what UPS or FedEx says something costs to ship. If your ERP requires a PO, then Web Alliance will also require a PO. And if you have credit cards in your system, Web Alliance can also allow that integration to occur, and the credit cards will be processed by your ERP system. We also have the concept of being able to add attachments to checkout. So if you have somebody that needs to submit some type of proof along with their order, they can easily do that. Finally, a quick review of everything, and your customer is able to finish the checkout. And then of course, about 60 seconds after they have done this, this order appears in your ERP with no need to rekey it. Of course, no e-commerce system is complete without the customer portal. Our customer portal ties into your ERP system in real time to provide information for customers and answer their questions in typically 60 seconds or less. So you can see here, for instance, I can track an order and I can drill into things like the order details, the tracking number, even all the way through into the associated invoice, all in real time from your ERP system. And of course, if I wanted to reorder items or add the items from this invoice to a quote, it would be very easy for me to do that as well. Of course, users can see things like the recent company orders, or even drill into more detail and search by a PO number, for instance, or look at all their orders for a particular date, or even filter out orders down to just a specific ship to, making it very easy for them to see the information they're looking for. Here you can see I can look at order details or invoice details, whatever is available, without even leaving the page. Or if I want to go to this page, I can certainly do that and also obtain a nice printable copy if I need to print something out. Time won't permit us to show everything that customers can do in their portal, but you can see here they do have access to pending approvals if you have that, or frequently purchased things, so they don't have to wonder about the things they regularly buy online. They're going to be displayed for them right there. But users also have access to a variety of other account tools, such as their current statement, the ability to view invoices and see a preview of the invoice details, plus get a nice printable copy of an invoice for their records. They have access to easily come down and look at things such as open back orders and a lot of other information that we'd be glad to show you in person. Purchase history, quotes, online quotes, all of those kinds of things are available. Users have the ability to manage their own passwords, so if they need to change a password, they can do that. Web Alliance even supports two-factor authentication to help secure your customers' accounts and prevent unauthorized access.
Hopefully, this overview has given you a good starting point for understanding Web Alliance e-commerce. Remember, there's so much more it can do to help you deepen relationships and grow your online business. To continue your learning journey and explore its full capabilities, visit aldrichsolutions.com. We'd also be happy to schedule a meeting to discuss your specific needs. Thank you for viewing our video.